Welcome, viewers. This is A Vision Media Broadcast. Once again, we have another special show. We have the legendary group, Force MDs. These brothers gave us tender love. Here I go again. Love is a house. Somebody's crying. So forth and so on. So many beautiful hits. How you doing, fellas?
What's going on?
Good, brother. We good.
That's good, man. It's a pleasure. I'm glad you guys, giving me the opportunity to interview you guys once again. Although I saw you in AC, this is a few years ago, when,
Word.
when y'all
Thanks,
rocked the
man.
house,
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, man.
You're
Yeah.
welcome, brother. You're welcome. Now, I just want to take it back just to the beginning. I'm not going to take y'all too far back, but I just wanted to know, number one, let's talk about the name Force MDs. Yeah, let's talk about the name Force MDs. What were you guys first called? The L.D.s at first?
Yes. Yes, we were. Yeah, we called the L.D.s. That was our first name. Fantastic L.D.s. That's what we
Fantastic.
named ourselves. L.D. standing for Lundy's and Daniels. That's like two last names because me, Khalil, and my brother T.C. are Lundy's, and we had uncle and Jessie D, who is our uncle. And his last name is Daniel. So that's we named the group as three nephews and an uncle. That's how it all
L.
started. As L.D.s.
Okay, so that's how it went down. L.D.s.
Yes.
Okay. Now, is everyone from where you guys from? Everybody from Atlanta or different?
No,
different
no. We well,
I'm from Brooklyn.
yeah, he's from
Yeah,
Brooklyn. We Staten
Brooklyn.
Island.
Staten Island.
Oh,
Staten
wow.
Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Staten Island in the house. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
hmm Okay. And brother Khalil, Steve, you guys from Atlanta. Basically.
No. I just
Staten
got
Island.
no.
Everybody from Staten Island.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just moved out. I just moved out here just like
All right. Oh,
2 years ago.
You
Yeah,
still
so
fresh.
yeah, I'm from New
Okay.
York. I'm still a New Yorker, man.
Wow. Well, that's was it, that man. I want to
The
go
next,
back to.
New York next, the next. Nah.
That's right. All day, man.
I hear you, brother. I'm Philly, man, but we out. But I ain't even gonna talk about that one.
Uh,
But now,
hmm
what was the role of music in your early life? And everybody can speak on that.
okay, I'll speak first.
Mhm.
Definitely Jackson 5. That's number one.
That's right.
Jackson 5, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Temptations, Stevie Wonder, just to
Mhm.
name a few. We even had some odd. We had some odd people. People wouldn't expect that we idolized back then. That's Elvis
Um,
Presley, Frank
okay.
Sinatra, because we used
Okay.
to sing all this stuff.
Mhm.
During our Staten Island Ferry days, singing on the Staten Island Ferry.
Frank Sinatra. Okay.
Yeah,
Elvis. But
Yeah,
um,
Khalil, you
yeah,
how
yeah,
go.
about your
yeah,
brother
yeah, yeah.
Khalil?
Sam Cooke, Earth, Wind and Fire.
Uh,
Manhattan's.
The Manhattans.
mhm.
Yeah,
You know, definitely like he said, the Jackson Five and the Silvers. Remember the Silvers?
yeah. Oh yeah, the Silvers, man.
The
Yeah, he's
Silver.
probably too young to remember.
Yeah, I don't even know
He
what
too
that
young to
is.
remember the Silvers.
I don't know the Silvers.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I said
Mhm.
Silvers. His glasses start fogging up.
That's right.
I said,
That's
yo.
right. That's right. Wow, that's dope,
Yeah.
man. Brother Z.
Oh, well, from my time, sure, I'm the youngest, so I definitely grew up on Michael Jackson, uh,
Yeah.
R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Usher.
hmm
Whitney Houston. Missy Elliott. Those type of era. But if I go back, then I'm into like the Boys to Men's, the Smokey Robinsons, the Keith
Okay.
Sweats.
Okay.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
saying? Teddy P's and stuff like the Maxwells. You know,
hmm
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's dope, man.
Mhm.
Everybody has some good artists that they came up on, and I know one thing about the Force MDs, you guys perform for many years, so you definitely are vets, and that's in a good way. You're vets in the game. You know,
Hmm.
what was the biggest highlight of your career thus far?
Wow, that's a good one. If it comes to like on the road stuff, I definitely be us doing multiple tours with New Edition in the '80s,
Okay.
and opening up for Madonna
Wow, that
on
was big.
tour. That was huge,
I,
man. I'm talking about
mhm,
singing in front of 120,000
that
people
was
a night, man. So that
mm,
was really a big accomplishment for us.
accomplishment. Yeah.
And I gotta say the third, like nowadays in 2023,
Mhm.
like 2000, well, it started when we got our street named after us in Staten Island.
That was big. That
Big,
was
big,
even
big.
Yeah.
big.
That's
Yeah,
like the biggest thing in one of the biggest things in our career that we. I'm saying this one of the things, but that really was big for us,
mhm,
for all we went through in life. That really solidified the
that's right.
Solidified. Yeah, solidified.
solidified.
It solidified all the hard work you guys put in, man. Boom. There you
Exactly.
go.
Now they got it there for life. Now you got
Wow,
to go
wow.
when you go to Staten Island. You got to go past Force MD's way to get to the left to get to the store or something.
How was that? And how was that phone call? I mean, I heard of people getting that done. How was that? How did that happen for y'all?
Hello, Ryan.
Yeah. It, it, pretty much. I tried to make a couple of calls before trying to do it, and I was kind of getting a little going back and forward.
Okay.
It's funny. It's funny when you think something is simple, and then you have to deal with the politics on it. But what happened was, I got a friend of mine, this Jewish guy. We kind of like plotted everything out, and we pretty much made the calls and the borough president and everybody else, and
Okay.
was able to put it together, and it actually happened. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And we had a phenomenal turnout, and it was great. You know what I mean?
I know it was.
Yeah.
That feeling is just spectacular. Your children's
Yeah.
there. Your family watching. I mean, your family seeing it.
Yeah, because we had to get, you gotta get signatures. It's a process. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's a process. They got to go to the board. They got to vote it in. They got people who, they got you got to prove certain qualifications that you got to have, and
Yeah.
once you meet
Yeah.
those qualifications, because it was funny. They was at one time they were saying, "Oh, all the members needed to be dead to do this," and I'm like, "How you gonna say that? Remy Ma just got to sign up. Wu Tang got
Yeah.
Wu Tang
Yeah. Wu
District up.
Tang got
This
one. Yeah.
person, we going back and forth. This person got one. This person like, and so eventually it was like, okay, you know,
Wow. Wow.
you got a point. I'm like, okay, but then it was about just getting them the signatures, and that was no problem because everybody from where we from, appreciate what we
Hmm.
accomplished and how we gave back and stuff like that. So they pretty much jumped right on board, and that was like that was the easiest part. But then after that, the putting together the whole celebration was
Yeah.
phenomenal because we had everybody from all over come out. We had
Mhm.
a couple of thousand people out there. That was phenomenal. You know what
I know. I'm quite sure to represent
Mhm.
Force MDs to
I mean?
show they're showing their appreciation of all the good music you guys brought out,
Yeah,
Yes,
and that was
indeed.
dope.
Yes,
That was
indeed.
dope.
Mhm.
Have you guys ever think about or consider, I don't know how it works, getting your hands and what is the Hollywood star, uh
You talking about the Walk of Fame, the Hollywood
the
star,
Walk of
right?
Fame? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, we didn't go there yet, and I didn't my people, our people didn't talk to nobody to see what the
Criteria.
qualifications for
Yeah,
it, because
yeah.
it's a lot of people, banking to do that. We just got to make sure we fit the criteria. You know what I mean?
And you will. It's coming. It's coming.
Yes, indeed.
You
Yes,
And
still there?
indeed.
yeah. Also, while performing, on stage, when performing and the crowd is singing along, how does that energy makes you feel?
It pretty much makes you feel that you did something right, man. That you did something that connect to people. It's all about you in the studio recording these records.
Records, yeah.
You gotta you only hoping that wow. I hope people like this. I hope they
Hmm.
like this song. I hope they like this song. And when you know that you got people from all over the world singing your songs, that
Yeah,
means something was right. That you connected the
that's right.
dots into
That's right.
people's soul, your musical
Hmm.
soul that
Hmm.
still connects you to this day. And we almost going on 40 years, in the game, man. So
Yeah.
it's definitely a blessing that's nowadays still to this day.
Hmm.
We still out here and people are singing along, and especially my nephew who's the youngest in the group.
Shout out to
Him,
Z, the youngest in the group.
Zaim. It's a blessing
Uh-huh.
that he has his own career also as
Hmm.
Zaim, and he sings with us, his uncles, in the time being, until but he definitely brings the Force MDs flavor out, the younger version of it, and he sprinkles and just adds on to the flavor, man.
That's
And
right.
it's just
That's right.
amazing to the audience that we perform in, and we just glad to have him, rocking with us, and until he takes off in the
That's
sky and do
dope.
his thing.
It's dope, man. That's big ups to Z, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate
And
it.
and another thing about what you just you spoke on, I just wanted to say it as far as the music today. I don't know. I just would like to know everybody's opinion on how do you feel about the music that they playing now, man. R&B stuff.
Okay, like all R&B from all years, there's some good and there's some
Some
bad.
bad.
You got some people that really stand out, like we call he's the real deal. This person's the real
Okay.
deal.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, like Usher, that's one guy I know that he's the real deal. Because
Okay.
everything he
Okay.
spits on goes. Chris Brown.
That's
It's a
superstars.
yeah. It's just a couple of guys out there, that really take the craft
Yeah.
seriously, and we respect that. Respect them. Just keep this movement going, and
That's
and
right.
there's some
That's
out
right.
there that don't croon as good,
Yeah.
but you're just making a little simple stuff. But the simple stuff really works right nowadays. You said that the simpler it
It
is,
does. I don't know
then it
how.
works. It works
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, in
That's
my,
it. Yeah, go on, Z.
I would say there's a lot of dope independent artists out there. That we all know that it take a lot of money to break records and get to where you're trying to
Yeah.
get to. But
Yeah.
if you take away that part, man, there's a lot of dope R&B
Oh
cats
yeah,
out there,
yeah,
and they
Hmm.
just don't get heard like that, or they don't get the marketing that like 50 said. You ought to. As big as your marketing is how big of a superstar you
You are.
determined to be.
That's
So
right.
it's like,
That's right.
but in my opinion, like Unc said, there's a lot of simplicity in the music right now. It's a hit or miss, but just you just got to be a person that loves music, and like my daughter, she knows every single song. I don't know how
My
she
son
knows
do
all of
too.
these songs,
Yeah. My
and
son.
it's like
Mhm.
it takes me back to my uncle Khalil. When my uncle Khalil, he groomed me a lot in my career. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
being around Khalil in the beginning, he said, listen to a lot of music, listen
Yeah.
to a lot of music. And
Mhm.
from there, I see that in my daughter. So it's like, I see how this music thing is. If you really love music, you'll find the right type of music that's for you,
That's for you.
whether it's on the radio or whether it's on Spotify or
That's
wherever
right.
it's at.
That's right. That's right.
Mhm.
Yo, Z, was it difficult, Zayn, for you to join? To join the group, because I know that you had to, learn some steps and learn vocals. Was it difficult coming in?
Now, man, actually, I've always, like, since maybe, like, I want to say 2000 and like 2009. That's when I started doing like behind the scene show
Oh,
tape
oh,
stuff,
nah.
just
yeah,
creating a show tape, just putting the show
yeah,
together with Uncle Steve,
yeah,
and from there, just building my knowledge on how to really create show tapes using different things like Logic and Pro Tools and stuff like that. So when I got
Okay.
nasty with it, it made a no brainer to like
It was
slide me
on.
in.
It
It
was
was
on.
in, and I'm already
Yeah.
good with my ear. My ears is crazy when it comes to jumping on stuff. So
yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
quick learner.
That's real.
I learn very fast, and I
Mhm.
dance too. So it was nothing to learn the moves. You know what I mean? So it's
Okay.
like,
Okay. So you was already like right in there. You was already there with the skills you already have. It just brought you
yeah,
brought right in the group. Came
Yeah,
right in
it's,
there.
yeah.
it's family. It's a family, man. Just
It's in the
family, man.
blood.
So
Okay.
just in the blood, man. Just man.
Wow, that's decent, man. I like that. And when I hear songs like "Love Is a House,"
Love is a house. You got the key. To take me where I wanna be. Open up and let me into your heart.
"Itching for a Scratch,"
Itching for a scratch.
and then I hear, "Tender Love."
Here I lay all alone, toss and turn.
How do you describe the music that you all make? Just by the mix up of that. How do you
Okay.
describe it?
All right, Carlo, you want to go? Or you want me to go? Son?
The music we make is timeless, man. You know, it's
Okay.
Right.
timeless because you got you got some of the best writers and you got the best musicians that has formulas that make people, regardless of what generation you in, connect to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the music we make is timeless music. Where it's like today, it's so much music, it's so saturated, so much that you really can't, you really don't know a record's, real strength because so much more music is coming out, and you just
Yeah.
that song just got awarded back. But the music is timeless, man. It's timeless because you have real musicians. Because a lot of real musicians don't exist no more. People is really
You're right.
making music.
You're
You know what I
right.
mean? People is really
Hmm.
making music. I'm like
Hmm.
that playing the guitar, playing an instrument was a real skill.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean?
right.
And don't not to knock the producers who sampled the music and then they took it to where they got to go. But at that time, music was timeless because you're really with instruments making real melodies and with real tones that connect to the
Right.
soul.
Yes, and I may add on, and I gotta say that our music, like if you're itching for a scratch,
Yeah.
Give Me Girl, then you go to Tears and Tender
Tears.
Love.
Yeah.
Everybody like, well, is that the Force? That's them too. That's part of our musical diversity.
Okay.
That's why
Okay.
that's why that's what the MDs stand for, musical diversity.
Diversity.
Because we're versatile with our sound. We can do a Jamaican song, Don't Make Me Dance, and come to a Force Mds Meet the Fat Boys. We can go
Yeah.
all over the place because we're very versatile in our style of music.
Musical diversity. That's what the MDs stand for.
That's right.
Musical diversity. That's yeah. See, I'm glad you told me that because I always wanted to know what MD was.
Yeah.
Musical diversity. All
Yes,
right.
indeed.
And as a group, as the Force MDs, describe your creative process of when you're putting together songs. Like, do you come up with songs just by everyday life, seeing things, or do you do songs for the fans?
No, we actually do it for the we do it for the fans, but we definitely try to do something that something that think of what happened in your own
Oh
relationship
my
or
God. Okay.
someone telling you about a relationship they've been through and just try to just take bits and pieces and just try to put it into a song. We even Tears, the song Tears that we
Yeah.
made, that came from a poem. And
Oh, that was
TC, yeah, Tears came from a poem. TC and Trisco translated the poem and just added a little extra to it and actually made it into a song. And
wow.
Tender Love uh, was Jimmy Jam and Terry
Terry
Lewis's
Lewis.
first crossover top 10 hit out of all the songs they made. That is the one that went top 10 crossover to
Hmm.
pop before any other thing they made, any new addition. Sherelle, Tender Love was the first one to come out the gate that really broke them as big producers, and then they didn't miss ever since. After that, they ain't missed since.
So
So
really, the creative process is we adapt so quick in the studio with whatever atmosphere we're in.
exactly.
Oh,
So
okay.
our whole moves and our whole, everyday life is a song. The way when we get together, it's just songs being created in
Creative.
seconds, just off of being funny. So
Yeah.
that's how
Wow. Wow.
our vibe is anywhere we go.
Yeah, that's how Itching for a Scratch was created. Bugging out, just joking about it. Say, hey man, what if you itch for a scratch? And we was playing around, but Tom
Yeah.
Silverman of Tommy Boy Records, hey man, that's a great
Uh-huh.
idea. Make it to a record, man.
H for
And
scratch.
it became a big hit. It became a big hit
Yeah,
for
yes,
us.
yes, it did. What song do y'all? You have tons of songs. What is your favorite song to perform?
Oh wow. Love is a House is definitely one because we have fun
Got
with the crowd.
me.
Yeah, we have fun with the crowd. We have them
Right.
taking the keys out.
Hmm.
Here I Go Again is definitely one too because
That's right. That's right.
that's a really emotional song, and all the notes and be hitting, and it's
Hmm.
definitely
Here I go again with you. Here I go again.
and I gotta say,
Tender
uh,
Love.
Tender Love. That's the one. That's the one to get all the phones in the air.
That's right. That's right.
It's great to see.
Tender love. That right there is the one, man.
Yeah. And then,
I'm,
something, and
mhm.
just fun fact, Tender Love was actually the fastest song to record. It took us 2.5 hours to record that. Out of all our songs, Tender Love. And that became the biggest hit. And it only took us
The,
two
the
hours to do it.
fast, yeah, 2 hours of doing it. It was the biggest hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow,
Crazy.
wow. See, I thought that it would be Love Is a House. Like
Yeah.
the biggest. Like I said, yeah, y'all have tons of music. I mean, tons of music. So, and it's decent that the fact that it still plays. How do you feel about when you hear your music on the radio? If you're driving just anywhere and it comes on, do you still get the same feeling you felt before?
Yeah, you do get a good feeling. It gets you
Mhm.
anymore. Right now, in Walmart's right now they're playing Tender Love. They got it on rotation or
Oh,
something in Walmart's right now.
okay, okay.
But
Yeah, they do.
but
Walmart represent.
yeah. Color, you get a chance to hear it? The ball right out there.
Yes. It's funny,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah.
It's funny you told me that, Steve, because me and my wife was in Walmart, right? We was about a little
Uh huh.
camera and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
I'm hearing something. I said, Holy moly, guacamole! They got this thing. It's playing
Yeah.
right here, right now. You know,
Wow,
but
wow,
it's funny. Yep.
I
Yeah.
wow.
love it. I love hearing
Do
it when you walk in the streets and people blasting it in the car. They don't even know you standing there. Like,
classics, man. Those are classic moments, man. Like for my life, I'm only 47, but
Yeah.
nice.
my mother
Yep.
and my family, they taught me this stuff. That's why I don't want to say old school. I say classic music.
Tell them what we say,
Classic.
Khalil. Tell them what we say.
We say it ain't old school, it's
Soul
soul
school.
school.
Soul school. Soul school.
We
And
ain't old school, we soul school.
and the music has substance. It's like y'all don't throw the women y'all don't throw the girl in the bed. You caress her first. You talk to her.
There you go. There you go.
It's not like how it is today. You throw them in the bed and have a strip show. No, no, no,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no. I love the music from my time. I really do. Do as entering the stage, as the group, do anybody experience anxiety, and how do you handle that while you're handling anxiety on
Oh,
stage?
that's Zaim. He shakes, and we had like a calm him down. I'm joking with you.
Yeah, but
No, but you
I
know
know.
what though? You know what though? Honestly, I was going through that for a minute. Like,
Wow.
just a hard shake. Like, you can't stop shaking. Like when Khalil would say, like Elvis. And but how I got over it, I'm always in my head, and I'm always trying to find the right side to tell me the right shit. I mean, oops,
Okay.
excuse me, the right stuff. And now when I go out on the stage and I see like we all still get a little bit of bubbly.
Oh, everybody still do?
Yeah.
Khalil?
Butterfly, yeah, butterfly, get the
But
butterfly. Yeah, get the
you know what
butterfly.
we do though. The funny thing is, we joke about it. Being with them and performing, learning, and
Yeah,
being in
yeah.
this experience and this journey, I'm learning how to just feel comfortable with whatever that's going on. Don't give a about what else has happened. Just have fun, get it over with. You know what I mean? We go out there, we get it in, and we get it over with, and then we have fun afterwards with the fans. And we go home and relax. And
Yeah.
I like that feeling. So I told myself, nigga, get over it. Get on the damn stage, do it, and get off, and then
Get off. And enjoy the after moment of it.
Yeah.
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 Does that affect your singing when you're nervous like that?
Oh, let me say this.
can.
Look, sometimes it can affect you if you get nervous and you lay a real big fart.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Wow.
The mic cuts off when you do that. The mic cuts off automatically.
Wow, y'all crazy.
the gas from the fart.
Oh, you
Cuts
cut
off.
off, man. You cut off.
It cuts the speakers off. Cuts the speaker off in the place.
Extra reverb.
Yeah.
Wow. What is the story, man? That's funny, man. What is the story behind Roger Daniels? Can you tell me a little bit about Roger Daniels?
Sure. Right.
Dr. Rock.
Yeah, Dr. Rock. Dr. Rock
Yeah.
was like I said, we was in a group called the L.D.s, but myself, I was in two groups at one time. I was in another group called Dr. Rock and the Force MCs. That consists of me, Charles Mercury Nelson, and my cousin Lord K1, and DJ Dr. Rock was our DJ. And we were the first to come out of Staten Island, New York, to make a hip hop name for ourselves, going to the other boroughs like the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn,
Harlem.
doing Harlem, mainly Harlem in the Bronx, but doing hip hop shows. And people like, you guys are from Staten Island? Because Staten Island was known as a forgotten borough, but we made a name for ourselves, on underground hip hop, and started a movement as Dr. Rock and the Force MCs. And Dr. Rock was one of the dopest DJs ever.
DJ.
And so he was our DJ. He was our DJ, and he came up to other boroughs and just dusted a lot of DJs off. They's like, this guy's from Staten Island. He was very creative.
Mm-hmm.
He did all types of things, all types of turntable tricks. And
he had a wooden turntable.
Wooden turntable.
A wooden turntable.
So if you had some lighting fluid in a match,
it's on. It come up.
Yeah. That was like kryptonite. We had a light fluid.
Wow. A wooden turntable. Yeah, Khalil, you joking, man? He really had a wooden turntable.
Not for real. Yeah, for real.
Dead serious.
Dead serious, man.
No lighters. You can't have no lighters, cigarette lighters around the turn. But he rocked though. I tell you.
Yeah.
It seemed like everyone from New York, Staten Island, everybody started out DJing. I mean, everyone that I've talked to. Was that the moment that started you to get into music? Like back then, while you were young, looking at them DJing and things like that.
But that started mainly on the rap part, but just listening to music. Well, listen, it's still listening to a turntable with music that got us
Yeah.
into singing. But DJing, like hip hop, was growing in the early '70s, and
Hmm.
that
I'm back.
It was. Oh, see, I think he froze.
They did.
Steve just froze. Yeah, so I was saying, like, was that the niche for y'all to to allow you to start?
it
Yeah.
started in the early '70s. So the DJ started before the MC. So a lot of people wanted to be a DJ because the rapping came afterwards. And that's how Dr. Rock started DJing. And he used to go to parties and stuff. He used to DJ at parties and very
Okay.
popular now. We miss him, man. You know, he's a guy definitely was part of the
He's part of it.
whole movement, man. You know, DJ Dr. Rock.
Well, back then I know it's getting signed. Trying to get signed to a label. I mean, back then it was hard because you had to do more work. I mean, extremely hard work. Now, do you feel like it's easier now over the internet to be signed to a label, or to just do your own thing?
Yeah,
Like,
it's definitely uh creating content that
yeah,
sticks to people. Once it sticks, once your content go viral, you got a
yeah,
really good chance to get the record deal. If a lot of people follow what you do, like Cardi B, like she was crazy doing the thing, but she
exactly.
went viral and everything she did, and she got
Hmm.
she got picked up. It's all about nowadays. But back then, you had to make demo tapes and send it to record companies, send it to
Yeah,
record
it was
companies.
harder. Yeah.
Yeah, we got lucky that we didn't have a demo. We just sung a cappella to the record, the label,
Oh,
the
that was
president
it.
of the label. Yeah, we sung a cappella to him, and he signed us on
Oh,
the spot. Just hearing us
okay.
sing a cappella.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. And if you can answer this, anyone can answer. If you could change anything about the music industry, what would it be?
Mhm. I think the way they got the deal set up. I mean, the way the record companies pay the artists, and pretty much being able to make sure that the artists are the ones that's able to get their masters. It's a lot of things that a lot of artists end up broke because
Yeah.
they they're young and they're excited about the fame and all that stuff like that, but they never was able to see the long picture because it wasn't that many people that educate us on how to
That's right.
maintain and build what we have to build, especially when it comes to intellectual property. So when it comes to intellectual properties, all the white boys behind the scenes, that's what they was making all the money from. And they passed all that money down to their kids, generation to
Yes, we
generation,
did. Yes,
where
we
we
did.
just got comfortable with just jumping on the stage, dancing and then getting old, can't move no more, and don't got no money. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
So the ones who would need to change. And going back to your question you said earlier about uh, today versus what you call, to me, if somebody try to get a record deal today, they just really just lost because it's too many. It's too many
Too many
ways you can.
avenues. Yeah.
It's too many. It's too
Yeah.
many avenues. Only
Yeah.
lazy people are always looking for somebody to do something for them.
Okay.
Right? In this model, if you don't know the science by now, is to bring the people to you so you can have leverage. You know what I mean? Or because if you making money already, just like how Cash Money, just how Master P, people coming in and offering you big money from the gate.
That's
That
right.
that formula never changes. You know what I mean? Right
Hmm.
now, if you sitting like a record company ain't gonna give you nothing, they're gonna want you to do all the work, sweat and all that, and then they like,
Right.
I'll give you this, and you're gonna take what you got and minimize it to nothing. So it's like it's ridiculous right now. If you don't know by now, and if you don't do no reading and no studying, and you in this business by now, you deserve to be broke. That's the
Okay.
bottom line. You know what I
Because
mean?
there's too much to do out here, to get
Yeah,
yourself up there.
yeah.
Okay. And just a few more, just two more questions. I need to know about this one. In 2009, President Barack Obama indicated that the Force MDs, the group, you guys actually was on their Air Force One playlist. Did you hear about that?
Yes, we have. Yeah.
And okay, now how did you get the news? Did he actually say that, and you saw him say that on air, or how did you know you guys was the best playlist on the Air Force One.
Well, we actually heard him. I actually heard him say it on air on CNN, and
Oh, okay.
I was such in a shock. I was
You know,
like,
we heard it in a lot of different places. You know,
Yeah,
uh, and we was kind of like really shocked, man, because you forget how young President Obama is. You know what I mean?
you're right. You're right.
He
You're
was
right.
a young president, you know, and on top of that, I'm gonna tell you something funny, my guy.
Mm.
A friend of mine, a friend of mine went to his wife went to school. His wife went to school with Michelle Obama up at Princeton,
Oh, okay.
and he was telling me like how Michelle Obama and his wife they used to play Tender Love and Love Is a House in their dorm all the time.
yeah, man. So that really you know. Plus, after I seen it, then a lot of my family members start calling. Hey, did y'all see that? Yo, he just said your name. He said your name. You know, so that was a really big move. You know.
I'm quite sure it was. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
next? Like, what are y'all doing now? Any music? Any new music coming?
Yeah, we got we working on some stuff. No, we got
Okay.
we Zayn has his project out. Kyle, Zayn, you talk about your project real
Well, I
quick.
got the Butter Smooth project out with Ice-T. That one we dropped. First single was Body and Soul.
You said
I'm
Ice T. You said
Yeah,
Ice T, yeah.
Ice-T. Yeah,
okay.
so me and Ice-T, we've been working for about over 11 years now, probably, like
Wow.
just doing a lot of behind the scenes work and building on some other projects. He just
Okay.
recently connected me with Bobby Ross Avila, the Avila brothers who work with Usher and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis and Prince and everything. So they did a lot of production for all of the
Nice.
records that you love.
Mm-hmm.
And right now we just building from there, and we working towards some new records. And we working with Unc as well. I got some stuff I'm trying to present for the
Mm-hmm.
Force, with the movie soundtracks that we got in works and stuff. So
Yeah.
you know,
And
no,
we have me Khalil and a woman by the name of one of hip hop's first female MCs.
Who is that?
Pebbly Pool.
Okay. Yeah,
You heard me?
Stevie went out.
Pebbly Pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We on a FM station up in Buffalo, WFO 95.6
Yeah.
every Friday from 6 to 8, and we're on WIGO in Atlanta. It's a radio
Okay.
station. Plus, we got a podcast, that we had like for 5 years. We interview a lot of people. And pretty much, we've been on StreamYard for years. So when you say StreamYard, we've been on StreamYard.
Yeah.
We still on
Yeah.
StreamYard. On everything, you can think about it. We've been in all. But that's pretty much what we're doing. We got.
we can also talk about the marketing, that KL marketing.
Yeah, I got KL marketing promotion. I do music marketing for a lot of artists.
Okay.
That's why I said you got to be crazy if you're gonna be sitting out waiting for a record company to pay you right now. You know what I mean? But there's too many options, too many platforms out here. You just got to be aggressive with the work.
That's right.
Got the right people. Got the right people with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Right people see. But that's what we got. We got these are different things we doing. We got movies and documentaries we're working on. We going back and forth. So it's just, we got a lot of stuff in the making. So we just keeping everything moving, still performing. Matter of fact, we're going to be in Atlantic City July 29th. You know that.
July 29th. Okay, where? And the Boardwalk Hall?
No, I think we're going to be outside. It's outside. It's going to be an outside event.
Okay.
And, but it's a big event because last year, I think the same place we was at last time. Did you was at the Boardwalk one or was you at the outside one? Which one you was at?
No, we was in Circus Maximus. That was inside.
Okay, all right. See.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Now this one.
That's on the 29th.
I thought you was at the Boardwalk with the Whispers, with us and the Whispers.
No, not the Boardwalk Hall. No, it was the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right in there. I think it was in the Showboat. I think it was in there.
Oh, the Showboat. Okay. All right.
Yeah. But I definitely listen. I thank y'all for your time, for allowing us to go down.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, Z, Steve, Khalil, the legendary crew of Force Mds. Everyone knows. Can y'all just give the viewers your social media handles where they can go check out some things or
It's
see
the
what's
Force
next?
Mds. the ForceMDs.com. You got the official Force MDs on all social media platforms. You can find me on official Zaim Zieme.
Okay.
And yeah. Oh, and also look up Uni ETV radio. That's where you can find the Force MDs morning show.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the Force MDs, and you're watching A Vision.